giving you a slice of unapologetic conversation. Welcome to Straight to Tape. My name is C. Perry II, the Mr. Fantastic of podcasting's Fantastic Four. First, the comedian, professional joke slanger, Tico DeGallo. What's good, Tico?
What it do, what it is, what it could have been, what it should be. We don't know. You know who knows?
Who knows?
Bo.
Damn right. Bo don't know Shaq because Bo can't rap. Ha! Let's go. It is like that. Welcome back, y'all. Good to see y'all.
Yeah, good to see you too, my man. Good to see you too. And of course, the first lady of S2T, the quintessential hip hop mom, Keisha with a Y. What's good, K?
What's up, y'all? It's Keisha with a Y, aka Hip Hop Mom, aka I am so happy to be here, Mom. And your mom's favorite mom.
Happy to be here as well. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, our social media assassin for the Double Deuce. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rob the Actual. What's good, Rob?
Cling tenaciously to my buttocks.
Pause.
Yeah, hella pause. But no, that's actually a that's actually a callback to Tico's T-shirt that I just peeped that he had. That's a throwback to the Ren and Stimpy show. If we could zoom in on Tico's T-shirt, man.
Oh no, we're not gonna zoom in on this t-shirt to make your buttocks comment relevant. Powdered toast crunch. Free
Oh, just because
log.
you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't get it, you know what I'm saying?
How you know?
Yeah,
How you know I didn't get it?
Powdered Toast Man was the shit. Ren and Stimpy, you know what I'm saying?
With the free log.
With the free
But
log.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, we in the building, you know what I'm saying? You know, had to kick it off with a hella pause moment. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? I'm secure, you know what I mean? But yo, man, let's do this thing, man. I'm happy to be back too. I missed you guys, man.
What's up?
Yes. Had to take a little.
It's not like we haven't seen each other, you know.
Very true. Very
true. That's true. That's very true.
Now, we've seen each other, but we haven't seen y'all, the viewers and fans of Straight to Tape. And trust me, yes, missing link. And trust me, guys, we definitely missed y'all. And we are so happy to be back and y'all joining us for the fall season premiere. In the house, we have a special guest, major friend
dragons.
of the show. Major
We
friend
got
of the
dragons.
show. We got dragons. Yeah. But major friend of the Jozeemo will be joining us talking about his upcoming album, Vandal Savage. Now, ladies and
We got the
gentlemen.
dragons.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, now remember, you can catch Straight to Tape every Tuesday. We're back full. So every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Audio version of Straight to Tape, powered by Acast, is available on all your favorite podcasting platforms. That includes Spotify, that includes iHeartRadio, that includes Apple Podcasts, includes Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Straight to Tape. That's right. All of them. Okay.
All of them.
Exactly. Make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, that being IG, that being Facebook, that being Twitter, Straight to Tape. Go check out our YouTube channel, S2T Media, to be in tune with your favorite podcast. Yo, gotta ask, what y'all think of the new logo? Y'all digging the new logo? Drop a comment in the comment section if you are digging the new Straight to Tape logo. Okay, we put some work into it for y'all, and coming back stronger, coming back sleeker. and coming back as, of course,
Sleek.
sleeker,
Sleeker.
sleeker.
He
Coming
said
back
sleeker.
sleeker. Coming back
Sleeker.
sleeker. Okay.
Some
For,
80s
yeah,
throwback there.
that's right. We're coming back sleeker.
Black
That's
acting
right.
school.
Coming back sleeker for that ass. Before we get started, before
80s throwback with a 90s damn
yeah,
tangent.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Meet us on Monday. Meet us on Tuesday.
I don't know how you don't leave
Whatever,
my
bro.
house.
But look,
Uh,
before we get started, let's real quick. Y'all want to talk about some of the things we did while we were on our rest of the summer vacation?
what did we do?
Yeah,
Where did we
might as
go?
well.
Did I go somewhere or do something? What did we do?
Well, first off, I gotta say, shouts out to the rapper Pooh.
Yes.
Great show on August 27th, where we were in attendance for the second leg of his tour for his new album To Dream in Color. And the beautiful part about it, I mean, dope, the Justice League reunion. We were there, and it
In
was
attendance.
it was incredible. And Lou even showed up, which was
Mhm.
another good good part of that show. It was a beautiful show to go to. And Hip Hop Mom, I know,
What?
during our
What about it? What about
I
it? What
know,
happened?
no, I'm saying
Oh,
during our vacation, there was a particular show that you went to as well, that you had a chance to catch in Charlotte. Tell the folks about it,
oh,
man. How was it?
was that Kendrick?
I think that was Kendrick.
I feel like I've been to Charlotte twice.
Probably have, but
Anyway,
hmm.
took my kids to see Kendrick. They are as emotional about loud music as I am. They're two big honking boys. I have three, only two went. And they had the best time. We ate food, even though my son drove his car and his window fell all the way down. So he had to
Oh,
ride home with the window all the way down because we were going to get it fixed. And the guy was like 6 hours. So we are like, nah, we just ride with the window down. So luckily it wasn't too hot. But the show, Kendrick's show was amazing. So many visuals, so many kind of nuances and innuendos without saying what we probably all know he really wants to say about, colonialism and oppression and shit. Beautiful, beautiful dancers. The setup was pretty dope because he had like a stage that goes out into the middle of the floor, and we had very, very good seats, but we weren't on the floor. Um, but it was just a great time. They laughed and they cheered and they cried. I just love to see them loving music like that. So that was pretty dope. Um, what else happened? The Brown family also made it on the first leg of Pusha T's tour. We made it on the Charlotte video reel,
yeah.
but we
Which we
also made
you
yes.
made it at the last video too.
We made it on the tour wrap up video.
Oh,
Yes.
nice,
We
nice,
made it on the
nice,
tour.
nice.
So he's coming back here in October. So we're all going in October. I think they daddy going, I don't know. But I'm going and they're going. What else? Lots of
Uh,
stuff. We've seen Shame Gang several times in that period. He's
Shout out to
he's hot
Shane
right
Gang.
now. He's on tour with Pooh. Um, and then Wu Tang's this week. So like music,
Yeah,
music, music. I think Wu Tang is gonna be the summer solstice
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
concert tour shit.
Oh, Kate, but before you go, there was something else that you debuted over the summer as well.
Oh, so couple of things. One first thing is that my ex-husband and I have a podcast called So You're an Ex What's Next. Second episode coming very, very soon. But in the first episode, we kind of tell our origin story and people seem to receive it well. Just talking about like just getting over your bullshit about your ex. There's so much hatred and vitriol for exes just in general on the internet. And we went through that part of our lives. We're older now. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot about each other, and now we're very good friends, especially considering that we're raising some kids together. So we'll be talking about different topics, having some co-parenting, uh nice ex couples. I have to think of a snappy label for that, but having some co-parents on the show, and just give people kind of a light-hearted view of how to develop a failed relationship, because that's what a divorce is, or if you're with someone for a long time and y'all don't work out, it is a failed relationship. But how to turn that around and develop it into a great co-parenting relationship and friendship. So that's what we're doing. And then the third thing is that my baby his name is Kamadi, but his rap name is Cardigan. He has started performing like in front of people. So he's done he's really trying to he never really was there's when we moved into this house and we had movers move us out of our old house, and the guy is like a dad and two of his sons or whatever, and a couple of the one of the kids was around my kid's age, and my kid was making music back then. That was 3 or 4 years ago. And so the teenager guy goes upstairs and brings back down Kamadi's box of like music stuff. It was like his beat makers and all this different shit. He's like, yo, who makes music? And I was like, my son. He's like outside right now. And so Kamadi literally came in and like this dude's like, hey, yo, you make music? Like, was trying to chat with him about it. And he was like, yeah, I make music. And he turned and walked upstairs. Like he did not want to talk to anybody or do anything. He just wanted to sit in his room and make music. But now he's blossomed and he's doing a great job. Every performance he does better. So I'm really excited about what that's gonna bring him. He's super committed to it. So we'll see what happens. I'm a proud hip hop mom.
You
Man,
said
what you
you
that's
did
dope.
such a mom. You did such a
Yeah.
mom shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He was like, that's like saying, yo, his name is Curtis, but he go by 50 Cent. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what's up.
Hmm.
That's what's up, yo. I heard him
So
I'm
kicking
yeah,
that shit.
going back to the Justice League show, it was so dope. And me and Key dropped off a plaque at sound check
Yes. Yes.
to rapper Pooh. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. Tico, we hate you missed it, man. But tell us about what you were doing, because Tico's actually making money somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Tell them about
We
it,
just
kid.
running around the Raleigh streets. You actually somewhere making money.
Well, I was down in the South Kakalaki doing that documentary joint, yo. Uh can't tell you too much about it. Just gotta watch when it pops off. But got some shit popping on.
So I can scream, my friend
Yeah,
did that.
Yeah, he's being
Exactly.
mad humble right now, and modest and
Extremely.
stuff, and that's cool. You know what I'm
Unlike
saying? He's
him.
trying to
Unlike him.
He might have
he's
signed
keeping
a
it.
non-disclosure agreement. Y'all
That's what
don't
I'm
break.
saying. I mean, he's keeping it close to the chest, and that's cool. But my homie is. I just want y'all to know my homie's a pilot. That's all. That's all I'm telling you.
flying these
I'm not.
motherfucking
Exactly.
drones.
My
Flying these
man's a
motherfucking
pilot.
drones, yo.
So funny
Exactly.
story about that plaque. It still will not
Mhm.
fucking go away, right? So, I've told the story of the plaque to a very good friend of mine who's familiar with all of these people that we're talking about. And so today he sends me a picture of Pooh did an interview on XM satellite radio today. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have XM. Wish I could hear it, like hear what he's talking about. He was like, he's talking about that plaque that y'all gave him. I was like, no.
What? What?
He was like, just kidding. Haha.
Are you serious, y'all?
Yeah. No, he
Oh,
wasn't talking
damn,
about
you
the
got
plaque,
me.
but he did. He got
Good,
me.
yeah,
He got
yeah.
me. I was concerned.
Damn, you just got me too. I was like, oh shit. Because if you don't know, and I still don't know how this plaque fell in our hands, but one thing you can do is go back and
It's
check
Perry's
out
fault.
the rapper
Perry's
Pooh
Oh, you just
show.
gonna blame it on me? Okay, fine.
Go back and check out the straight to tape rapper Pooh interview. You know what I'm saying? All you streaming platforms, you know what I'm saying? Go check it out. But however this plaque fell in our hands, it
It's
fell
Perry's fault.
to Key and I to deliver it to rapper Pooh. So we met him at Soundcheck. Fonte pulled up at
The
unexpectedly
precise
at the
moment.
precise moment we were handing it off to Pooh. Fonte rolls up. You know what I'm saying? Out of thin air, he just appeared. And then the punchline about this plaque is that it spells their name wrong. It actually says LIL brother, Lil Brother, instead of their actual name, which is Little Brother.
Mhm.
So we just had to make sure the narrative is out there that we ain't had shit to do with.
Nope.
This ain't our plaque.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't make the plaque. You know what I mean?
Then the pièce de résistance is when we like, so the show didn't start for another hour and a half or whatever, right? Because we went for sound check for another couple hours. So Rob and I rolled back over to the spot, and guess who's sitting there?
Yo, the irony of all
Guess
ironies.
guess who's sitting there?
It take a while.
let
to
me-
see.
The person who gave us the plaque.
Let me guess. DY Nasty of Hot 97.9.
Yep,
The
he was sitting there.
homie.
I was like, I just
Yep,
I
the
just
homie.
delivered your plaque.
Like right on the corner, bro. So yeah, DY
literally,
was in
like-
the building.
A 2-minute walk around the corner.
Yeah, DY was in the
So-
building. So it was good to see him. I haven't seen DY since we interviewed him in 2019.
Yeah, me neither. Mm-hmm.
So it was good to run into him.
Which you can go back into the archives of Straight to Tape and listen to a great two-part
That's a good
interview with
interview.
DY Nasty. It's
That's
an
a
excellent
great interview.
But yo, ladies and gentlemen, yo, you know, I mean, look, you know what the deal is. Let's go ahead.
Oh hell! Oh Lord!
Oh,
There you
please
go.
look. Let's go
Oh,
ahead and get this show started. We're going to talk about some of the biggest news storylines of the past couple of weeks since we haven't been here in a while. And it's a section of the show that we like to call the headline grab.
Yeah, that's what we
need a
call it.
little
That's what we
music, a
call it.
little chime, or we need a little chime or something. A little chime through here. Can we get with that?
Hear the chime in the music.
No.
Hear the chime in the music.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need I just need to have it. I have it set. Leave me alone, guys. We're just back. What story we gonna start with first? Let's start with this story first, okay? Since it's Queen Elizabeth II passes away at the age of 96.
You know
So-
what? I did a show on Thursday,
Mhm.
and I opened up with Queen Elizabeth's death.
Okay.
I said, so I hear the Queen is dead.
That's it.
That was the
That's
extent
it.
of the joke.
That was the
I got
joke.
one for you. I got one for you. Me
Yeah.
and the boys went out to lunch. We went to Korean hot pot, which is delicious, by the way. Everybody should do it at least once. Anyway, so
Freaking in the crock pot.
we get in the car to get ready to come home, and my oldest son, the one that's at the state, he said, "Yo, the Queen gonna die, yo," and I was like, "Boy, like, shut up." This is when she was like didn't make the things, and the news was coming out about her being sick, not sick, but just not well.
Mhm.
Literally, we get 5 minutes down the road, and he opens his phone, like, "Yo, ma, the Queen dead." I said, "You killed the Queen."
Mm, 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 mm.
But y'all do realize she'd probably been dead for like a week at least before they like said that she was dead, right?
Well, Keisha
You know,
was
you can
supposed
only
to
you
be
I've-
can only
I've
you can
watched-
only reclone yourself 3
Is
times.
it-
I've
without-
watched enough. I've watched enough British documentaries to know
Mhm.
that she had
Conspiracy
been
Conspiracy
dead.
theories. Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
not a conspiracy theory. It's how they
Okay,
roll.
okay,
Because
She
they have to
look,
get all
you
have to
can't-
make sure like all the ducks are in a row before they like go out. And how many British monarchy documentaries have you watched?
Look, let me tell you.
Right. So no,
Yes.
I do believe she'd been dead for at least a few days, if not
You
a
can only
week. or
clone. You
so.
can only clone yourself like twice. After that third one, it kind of dumbs down.
What
you
if you
know.
save DNA from the first original body? Can you
No,
like
no. But
no?
once you do that, it's like giving somebody a VHS. You know what I'm saying? Tape. You know what I'm saying? Give you the crisp the joint, but then you make copies after copies after copies. Time kind of
copy,
wears
copy,
down.
copy, copy, copy?
Yeah. I mean, you know, big ups to Tom Hanks. Motherfucker looks amazing in fucking Pinocchio. Anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Okay. So the longest
Tom Hanks is eating right now. Tom Hanks clone is eating.
big time, yeah.
Hmm.
But the longest reigning monarch in the history of the UK passed away at the age of 96. Uh,
Oh,
you
we're still
know,
talking about this.
yeah, well,
Oh, okay.
I'm not done yet.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not done yet.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right. I thought we
Uh,
He
finished
love
talking.
this shit.
yeah,
He love
of
this shit.
course. No, well, actually, I don't, but it is a story. Okay, because I find it wild, but then again, I don't. The United States used to be under the reign of the British throne, and after being away from the British throne for what 300 years, uh, some of the population still has this amazement and this reverence to uh
The
to
monarchy.
the monarchy, and to me, it's crazy. It's part celebrity, but still, it's wild. But what was wild was social media's reaction to her passing, and a lot of it was
Listen to me
I,
when I tell you that I laid down in my bed at 9 o'clock p.m. because that's normally the time I settle in if I ain't got nothing else to do. And I laughed, like belly laughed at Black Twitter until 12 a.m. And I looked at the clock. I was like, damn, I've been on this shit for 3 hours laughing. Shut it down. Time to go to sleep. Ridiculous. But I love Black people.
but it wasn't
So
even
there's
Yeah.
that.
I'll say this, it wasn't even just Black Twitter. Okay, and at that moment we also got introduced to Irish Twitter.
I couldn't
Okay.
give
I've
directions
never
to Irish
of
Twitter.
Irish Twitter, but yeah,
But
until
the
this.
yes, the history of Ireland and the UK's split, IRA, everything. Irish Twitter was pretty much the same way. Was just banging and bashing. I mean, it was, it was hilarious. You know, the memes were crazy. Okay, I mean, we had a couple of good memes out here, like this one.
I hadn't seen that one. Okay, that's
Yeah, that was a
good.
good
That's
one.
that's rich.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay. This one was definitely Black Twitter. Definitely Black Twitter. Okay. Because don't front. Don't front. That does look like a hat that Cam Newton would wear.
That looks
Tell
just
me,
like a Cam Newton
okay?
hat.
All right.
Same
You can't
color and
tell me
everything.
nothing. Can't tell me nothing. And he would have had a jacket that would
The
have
pearls and the
matched that
brooch
hat.
too. The pearls and the brooch.
Everything.
The
Everything.
brooch.
Everything.
Brooch.
This was one I kind of
I
okay.
love these future toxic relationship text tweets.
Exactly.
I love them. I love them. Not to say that I'm toxic, but I just find them super
Yeah.
funny.
I
Because
like them
that
too,
one
I ain't
just
gonna
took that one just took it somewhere completely different. Okay.
Say hi to your
And
mom for me.
yeah. And and this was a favorite of mine, being a huge Griselda fan. Check out West Side Gun's new album cover.
Already?
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. Exactly. That's straight up West Side Guns. Straight
That's
up
for real.
some
His album
Griselda
cover.
shit. No, man. No.
Oh
No,
shit.
no. but it looks like it would be his
Boom,
album
boom,
cover.
boom, boom, boom.
But yeah,
That's crazy.
But look, look, we ain't gonna stick long on the Queen. Pause. Shut up, Tico.
Stick
Why would you
long.
pause on the Queen? Why would you do that? She's a
That's
female.
disgusting.
That's not. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
a pause worthy.
Yeah.
Except,
Look, when you
yeah.
look when you
gets-
look
move,
at
move on.
when you look at the history of colonialism, uh, with the quote unquote British Empire, you can understand why some of the reaction wasn't RIP the Queen, we're gonna miss you, because of what she represents, and what
Mhm.
now King Charles is going to represent
But see,
now
here's
that
the
he's
thing:
there.
the downplay with the use of the word of represents completely, it doesn't acknowledge the fact that the people in those roles had the power to correct the wrongs of history. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? Like she could have very well, there's a lot of things she could have done in her 70-year reign to correct the wrongs that the British monarchy have imposed upon black and brown people across this, and the Irish across this world, right?
Mhm.
But it didn't happen. So don't say represents, because she is that, because she sat in that role for 70 fucking years and really didn't do anything to correct her wrongs. I'm hoping after, what's his name, Charles?
Mhm.
Hoping after Charles that the sons will take the initiative to correct those wrongs. But we just gonna have to wait Charles out because he ain't gonna do shit.
I mean, Charles is
Yeah.
73. Okay, he's
Yeah.
73. So we'll see how long he has, before his son Prince William, who's next in line, steps up and
And
becomes.
yeah, and from a historical standpoint, I'm definitely interested in it, uh, in the monarchy and everything from the point that Key was just talking about, and like I said, just the whole history of it. But I'm not like all enamored. Like I'm not mourning because the Queen passed. I mean,
Mhm.
Exactly.
I'm not in
I don't know
mourning.
them people. I don't know
Yeah.
them
I
people.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And some people are like extra sensitive. I think D.L. Hughley had a whole bunch to say about people, passing around memes and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
so you know what I'm saying?
Did he really?
Yeah.
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 No, I'm not. I'm not gonna go back and listen to it. But
Yeah.
I just that's that whole black collective consciousness thing. We have a certain ideal as a people of how death of someone should be treated, whether we know the motherfucker or not, whether they were a good person or not. Like there's this whole package or pamphlet that you get as a black person of how you react to the death of someone, anyone,
Yeah.
Mhm.
anyone.
Um,
You know,
um,
some of
I,
these motherfuckers probably be crying if Hitler died. Like
uh,
I don't
Oh
get
my
it.
gosh, Hitler.
I don't know the people.
Hitler was
I don't
somebody's
know her,
grandfather.
and I don't know. He was somebody's brother and son, and but he killed millions.
Somebody he killed somebody's brother and sons.
Right,
Mad
right.
Right.
plural. Mad
Fuck him.
plural. Mad
Right.
plural. Okay.
So I mean, I don't know this woman. And yes, she was a grandmother and she was a little old lady for most of y'all motherfuckers' lives. However, again, back to the atrocities that she was the spearhead of, because she's the queen that killed millions of people and stole billions of dollars from black and brown countries.
My whole
But
thing is
it doesn't say that in the pamphlet though. The
not
black
in
people, how black
it's not
people
in the pamphlet
definitely,
in the black
it's not in the
person the
pamphlet.
black folks grief pamphlet.
I'm
Um,
not gonna call her a hoe, Reggie, but whatever.
we ain't go that far. Um, my whole thing is this, man. Again, I'm not in mourning, nowhere. Um, gonna look at for the historical context just to be up on that, but really the only quote unquote royal family that I really is House Targaryen. Okay,
There we
that's all
go.
I care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually,
That's all.
Rob, great segue when you talk about mourning, okay? Because let's take a look at our next headline real quick. Should we be mourning the careers of Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears, who have been accused of alleged child abuse, based on a video that they did a couple of years ago for Funny or Die? Has anyone had a
Wait,
chance
that
to
was
see this?
only a couple of years ago. That
It
wasn't
was
like
like
back in the 90s.
no,
no, it was like
Yo,
9 years ago. Like 9 years ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
all
nine
right,
My
years
whole
y'all.
ago.
thing, as far as if you said should we mourn their careers, again, these are like famous and rich people problems. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just like my whole thing is whether or not their career suffers is, you know what I'm saying? That's whatever. I'm not saying they should though. You know what I'm saying? I think this because I watched those skits. They were wildly unfunny. Very, very, very cringy. You know what I'm saying? Not well thought out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really don't think I don't think they thought that out well. But as far as like people talking about they should be brought up on criminal charges, I don't think they did anything criminal. You know what I'm saying? But
So
again,
the
those skits.
allegations of criminality was like behind the scenes type shit. So that's
Okay,
what the
okay.
mother of the kids is claiming.
Mhm.
And whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Yo,
here in a few weeks though.
Yeah. I
And
mean, I
the
wasn't.
comments on that post I sent y'all.
I
yeah.
haven't even looked at the comments. Were they that bad? That figures. That figures. Yeah.
Look, man. Look. Um, I watched the video. I found it and like watched it, and I, I watched some pretty weird shit,
Yeah,
and
you do.
and I I couldn't find the funny in it. I I couldn't find I you know shit, man. Even me like reaching to try to I can't even. It's just it's weird because it okay okay okay. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure they've already like censored it and shit. So it's uh it's Tiffany. She's she has this like 9-year-old child in underwear. That's weird in itself. Like, why isn't this big motherfucker walking down the stairs? So
My
and
boys walk
asked
around in
her,
their underwear all the
you know,
time though.
no, I'm sorry, no, she's carrying him. She's carrying
Oh,
him.
okay.
She's carrying him. She's carrying him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So and asked the uncle to watch while she go run and do some errands. So while he's sitting there playing on the floor, he's the uncle. He got these googly eyes looking at him and shit. And he has this newspaper and he cuts the eyes out this newspaper and he's looking at this child through the newspaper. And I think it's called like through the eyes of a pedophile or something like that.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so you're looking through this peephole of what he's looking at this child. So you see this child's underwear, and you know what I'm saying it's fucking it's not funny. It's
It's
fucking
cringe as
just
fuck.
it's just
Now, if
crazy as shit,
Tico
right?
says it's not
So
funny, if Tico
so
Tico is a comedian, okay, he's a comedian. He's open minded. He always looks for the funny and shit, and it doesn't seem like
like I study
Uh,
this shit, yo. Like I study this shit, man. Like, and it's real weird. So okay, I'm gonna go to the. I don't know. I'm gonna make it real quick, P. So you go to the second scene where she asks him again to watch the kid, and he's in the tub, right? And so he's like, he says some shit like, "Oh, you want me to spend some Bill Cosby time with you or some shit like that, right?" And so he's with this kid, and the kid's in the tub, and he's pissing and splashing in this fucking bubble bath and shit. And Aries just doing the same shit with the newspaper, got the hose cut out, looking at this kid in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Still creepy as shit, not funny. I can't see the funny, right? So I'm like, okay, this shit right here now. I've watched fucking Leprechaun in the Hood. Now, if I can watch Leprechaun in the Hood, I know I can finish this shit right here.
you can
So
watch
I'm gonna fight.
anything.
So
And
I'm
it's
gonna
like a what? It's like 5 minute
right,
video,
right.
right?
Yo, man, it's longer than that, but it's like long. It seems longer than that. So I'm sitting here like, okay, when is this shit gonna end? Because I'm feeling fucking kind of crazy, right?
And it didn't
So
end after that.
and so it didn't
went
end
on.
after that.
It
It
went
went
on.
on again. So then Tiffany, she comes in G'd up and she getting ready to go to a concert or some shit. She say, "Hey, Unc, can you know what I'm saying, watch, you know what I'm saying, the kid. The kid's fully dressed to this, that, and the other, right?" And so he's like, "Yeah, you can do that, blah, blah, blah." And so, oh my bad, let me rewind. So
Angry. Tico.
in the very first
Tico.
joint, he was rubbing oil on him, but that's weird. Anyway,
Okay, yeah.
we go back to the fourth. So he goes up to
Yeah.
the front. So now is the roles are reversed. The young
Mhm.
kid is looking at Aaron Spears through the paper, looking at him, and all he has on is some fucking damn shorts on, and he has no top on, and then everything he did to the kid is looking at him. And so I'm thinking, like, what is he trying to say? Is this how you create another pedophile? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, why am I can't even justify it because it wasn't funny. It had nothing to do. I think it's just, I don't know. It just, and he put it out on Facebook, not on Facebook, like some YouTube. No, it was a long time ago. I don't know, man. Fuck that shit, man. That shit's whack, yo.
Yeah,
That shit is crazy, man.
It was completely unfunny, especially like when it was like the whole thing wasn't funny, and it was, like I said, it was very, very cringeworthy, the whole thing. But as if the whole entire thing wasn't bad enough, when it got to the point where he had groomed the kid to the point where the kid was looking at him all googly eyed and then started rubbing oil on his arms and shoulders and shit.
That shit right there.
I was like, come on, y'all.
That shit. Now, okay, let me play devil's advocate. Would it have been funny if it was an adult playing a kid?
No.
Would we have swallowed it more? It would have been more tolerable to swallow it if it was an adult. Like, what if it was like, you know, that Mad TV joint? What's his name? Stewie. What's it? The Stewie character? What if it was like him? You know what I'm saying? The big tall Stewie character. Look what I did.
Yeah.
You know, what if it was like him? Would it have? Would that bit would people would have swallowed it a little bit more?
No, it would have still been creepy. Okay, it's creepier when you're using actual children. Okay, that's the problem right there. That is the whole problem right there. Okay,
is it? I mean, shit. Game of Thrones, shit. The motherfuckers just had the damn uncle. I mean, the uncle was about to.
Why did they have to do that again? Why did they do that again?
You know what I'm saying?
I literally almost stopped watching. Like I mean, and I'm still on the fence. Like that was an unnecessary plot twist right there. Like they could have gone a completely different way or just not done that shit at all. And if you haven't, are we outside the window? Tuesday. Yeah, we're outside the window.
Yeah.
The spoiler window. Yeah,
the spoiler window.
Spoiler window.
Is
we're outside.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
TV show. Yeah.
So House of the Dragon is a prequel to Game of Thrones, prequel story. And it basically tells how the Targaryen family came to be, right? And we all know the Lannisters were incestuous. We know that. But did the Targaryens have to be incestuous too? Was that really fucking necessary? Was it really necessary?
That's where blue bloods come from, yeah. For real.
That's why the hair is white and the eyes are purple. Like, I really don't understand. That just kind of the stream of consciousness here. White people are so mad that there's a rich black man on the show, but y'all not mad that the bitch is sleeping with her uncle? Like, y'all not mad about that. Y'all aren't mad about that. You're mad that there are black characters on this show now, and they're not even prominent characters. At least not yet. Not in the first 5 episodes. 5, 4, 5. But
that's still an uncle. That's still an uncle. That's still an uncle. That's still an uncle. That's still an uncle preying on the family member.
Correct.
Same as scary movie with the Wayne brothers did with when they did the Exorcist joint. She licked her tongue out. He licked her tongue out. He was a preacher. He was a patron. You know what I'm saying? She licked her tongue out. Then he jumped on top of her. He was humping on her and shit. That was a kid too. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I'm saying
it was somebody. It was somebody playing the kid, but it was
right. Somebody playing the kid, but you go back.
It was a symbolism. It was a young girl.
There, right?
Right.
So it was more tolerable because it was actors doing it. then but I understand because you're absolutely right. When you put a child when you put a child in that environment, not
An
really
actual
knowing,
child.
yeah, that no, not really
Mhm.
fully comprehending exactly what they're doing. They're just knowing that they're acting, they're gonna do some, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I don't know the conversation, but I don't know how that rolls. But at the same, token, yo, when you put kids in
Right.
there, and at the same token, dude, where the parents at on this shit, man? I never let my
Um,
Right.
kids do that shit,
Well,
man.
We
the mom is the one suing them, right?
it
So
is it is the mom that's suing. You have the
What that, the
agents for
closed set?
both. Yeah, you have the agents for both that's called, that of course are referring to it as a shakedown. But I got one thing I got to ask, okay? Have y'all noticed that more people are coming to the defense of Tiffany Haddish for this than they are for Ari Spears?
Well, you have to look at it. Okay, all
I
right.
have not noticed that. No.
mm-mm.
You have to look at this right here, though. The scenes with Tiffany were just, hey, dropping off the kid and I'm
Mhm.
gone.
In and out. In
And
and
That's
I'm
out.
out.
true.
Yeah.
That's the clip. Now, if she had stayed after her or whatever, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How that rolls down. I don't know, how that goes. But just by going by that film, that's what she said. She said she did those parts and then she murked out. And so
Mhm.
but Eric, he's known to try to push comedy or push the
It's like
envelope
shock
of
jock quality,
comedy.
like
That
shock
yeah,
jock
exactly,
quality.
right.
Yeah.
He did some
Mhm.
song like "This Is My Homeboy" or something like that. So he was rapping or something, and the guy was humping him
Kissed him
on the
in the mouth.
back, and he kissed him in the mouth, or something like that. Just being some type of shock jock comic or something like that, right? It was
Right.
just, it was
I'm
just,
not I'm not a follower of his. Is he funny in like just
uh,
regular context?
He's
dude,
actually
yeah, he has great impressions. He does great impressions,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. I've seen those.
I
I look outside of the impressions, and we've said this with comics before. I can't tell you an Ari Spears joke. Okay, I mean,
yeah.
I remember Ari Spears from things like getting beat up on the Corey Holcomb's 5150 show, and it wasn't even from Corey. Okay, I remember Ari Spears from comments that he has made about other people and on
Mhm.
social media,
Yeah.
like the most recent things that he said about Lizzo. Okay,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
doubling
I still
down
got him.
on what he said about Lizzo. So you said this about a real popular, extremely popular pop star, and now this funnier diet skit that you did a couple of years back comes to light.
Almost immediately. I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
I saw
Pretty
in the
much.
comments, I saw in the comments of one discussion, somebody said white people don't play about Lizzo. I thought that was funny. Um, but I'm not saying that's why this
I
whole
don't
thing
even think
came
it
to
was.
light.
I don't even think it was white people. I think it
I
was
don't. Yeah.
BBWs,
Right.
Black
Well,
Twitter.
Lizzo got a following, man. She, don't you
Yeah,
got
she does. She just won an
yo,
Emmy last night, nigga. She just won an
yo,
Emmy last
dude.
night.
Dude, look, man. You can't sit here and have beef and not have your own team with you. You know what I'm saying? You
True
can't
that.
go
True
again. You
that.
can't go against Beyonce and not go against the Hive. You can't go against Lizzo. I don't know what they call Lizzo's crew. You can't go. You know what I'm saying? You got if you're gonna go against somebody, you better have somebody on your own squad that can, what I'm saying, help you fire back because this internet stuff is gonna get you. It's gonna
Yeah.
get you, son.
Yeah. And a lot of
So,
I know and unfortunately a lot of people our age don't really believe in the power of internet until it smacks them in the motherfucking face like he is
Uh-huh.
getting smacked right now. Like
man, I got some shit,
it
bro. I
really
got some
they
shit I
just
can
don't believe. They're like, and or they have like a haphazard presence on social media and don't understand that shit can make you and break you. And he is getting broke right now.
I'm curious to see what the crowd is going to look like for those shows in town. I am
It'll probably
curious.
be picket signs outside. Probably.
Yeah. So, guys, let's move on. Uh, look, straight to tape, um we take a lot of things political seriously, especially especially during a political, especially during an election year, which this is, okay, and especially with what has happened prior to us going on hiatus, okay, and this just came through, and definitely, definitely want to bring it up and talk about it real quick, okay. So one of our favorite senators, that being
Lady Graham.
Lindsey Graham, today introduces a national abortion ban that he once voted on in the Senate, and this would be a ban on abortions past 15 weeks. Okay, which in explaining the reason for the ban, for this particular ban and for it to be a national ban, is that it's keeping in lockstep with the rest of the world,
Mhm.
that ban abortion after 15 weeks. I find the timing interesting,
Oh, we're
but I
gearing up,
also,
right?
yeah, we're gearing up, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen over the summer, especially like in Kansas, for example, when abortion was placed on the ballot, the right, the right to choose won on the ballot.
Mhm.
Um, Here's my thing with um Lindsey Graham and putting this out, okay? Um, you support, you're pro life. Don't have a problem with being, with you being pro life. One of the reasons why you accept Roe v. Wade being overturned is because, and a lot of people said this, put the responsibility back to the state.
Right. That he was
This should be
yelling that. He was
this should
yelling it
not be yeah, this should
from the
not be
mountaintop.
mandated. This should not be mandated from the federal level.
Right.
Yet today, you now introduce a national ban, which is from the federal level. Hypocrisy. Okay. That's the first thing. When I first saw this, that was the first thing that came to my mind. This is some hypocritical bullshit. Okay. Because the whole point of pushing it back to the states was so that the states can handle it, and for not to be handled on the federal level. And
Do
now
you
you got
pee? Do
this.
you do you pee? Do you? Do
You
you really?
know,
Do you really? Evidently, somebody got some pictures somewhere.
Mhm.
Something happened. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not going
You
to
got
tell you who
you-
said this,
look,
but somebody very close to me said that he's just mad cuz he can't have a baby for his man.
you know what I'm saying?
mm,
There's got to,
uh,
it got to be.
interesting.
That's yo, dude.
He's a hater.
Somebody
He's
got
a
something
hater.
out of there, bro.
He's a hater.
We seen this on the boys.
Oh yeah.
I just be plugging shit,
Yeah.
yo. I'm trying to tell you, HBO, you need to, yo. I'm telling you, yo, you need to
Yo.
come and, you know what I'm saying.
Get your boy.
Get some of this, get some of
There's
this
there's
daggone
a
commercial
lot of
time out here on.
liberal there's a lot of liberal movement to South Carolina and a lot of liberal movements coming from South Carolina. If he was in tuned with his constituents, he would have known that before he said what he said about taking it back to the states, because your state is evolving, sir, and it's not going to yield the response that you necessarily thought it would when it goes back to the states. So now he's like, hold the road. Let's take it back to the federal level. It'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I fully believe in a woman's right to choose. However, I am of the age where this really doesn't affect me, but I want my sisters and my sister's sisters and my sister's daughters and my brother's daughters to be able to make that choice for themselves. 15 weeks is 4 months.
Mm.
If you've ever been pregnant before or been close to anyone who's pregnant before, I can sympathize with the argument to cut it off at 4 months. I get it. Unless there's, and I'm completely pro-choice, but I'm thinking as someone who is a woman who has had birthed 2 children with no epidural or anything like that, and at 4 months, how I was feeling and what I was feeling, and then also being a woman who's had an abortion at 18, 19 years old at 5 weeks or 6 weeks, like the dip, just kind of in my mind calculating the difference there. I wouldn't want to put myself through that. I just get icky about it. But it's a choice, right? It's your choice. But you know, he's backpedaling and backtracking because his state is changing, like the world is changing, and South Carolina ain't gonna give him what he expected them to.
I still think a lot of it is a mobilization moment. Okay. You've seen the um, pro choice rights folks and activists mobilized since Roe v. Wade was struck down. And you've seen that in the recent elections. Okay. Coming into this year, I mean, most of the prognosticators, this was supposed to be like the red wedding for one party in Congress, and now that's shifted because of one topic, because of abortion, and because of Roe v. Wade. I see this also as a mobilizing moment. What he did today, it was also a mobilizing moment for the pro-life side as well. I mean, it's still going to come down to what it always comes down to: who can get their crew to the polls in abundance. And that's what that's really what this is all once again going to come down to. So
you grandstand on some bullshit that's been over. It's already decided by the Supreme Court. You grandstand on that and be like, we don't even know what the plausibility of this whole thing is. We just know. And here's the thing about the Donald Trump era, right? You just put these narratives out in the atmosphere, and they're gonna take. There's gonna be a certain subset of a larger group that latches on to it and makes more noise than 10 times the number of other people who feel the opposite way. That's how politics is run nowadays. It doesn't even fucking matter whether the shit that you're talking makes sense, is executable, and it's the truth. It doesn't, that none of that matters, right? You just put these narratives out in the atmosphere, and they latch on and proliferate. Like, that's it. That's all. That's how they win the fucking numbers game. Whether they're able to conjugate fucking nouns and verbs to make shit happen that they say is going to happen. And it's both parties, right? You just throw it out there and it'll catch. If it's a good one, it'll catch. It doesn't even matter what
and it's funny you say conjugate, because I believe Herschel Walker will pronounce it conjurate. But anyway,
we talked about that though. We talked about that a long time ago.
It's the Trump look, and the fact that you brought up Trump, okay? Trump, you got some damn nerve, okay? You got some damn nerve to have Mar-a-Lago run up in while we are on vacation. What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? You know how much you know how much fun we could have had off of that? You know how much fun we could have had off of that?
You didn't know you were on break.
You gonna do that on vacation? You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait a couple of weeks, man. Fuck, motherfucker. Shoot.
You know he buried his wife over there
In
in
Jersey. In Jersey, he buried his
yeah
wife
in
in
Jersey
in the one in
Jersey
Jersey.
yeah
Yeah,
the
The
Jersey golf
ex-wife.
field yeah
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Who fell?
It's a
But
cemetery.
we ain't. I'm not gonna go down any conspiracy rabbit holes. Not
We
right
have a Michael
now.
Peterson issue here.
We just back. We just back. We back. I'm not. Nope. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not gonna do. Not gonna do. All right.
Wait, she didn't.
Uh.
I didn't ever really, Perry.
Oh
I
my
didn't
goodness.
ever look at how did she die for real?
She fell.
She fell.
I got to go.
Yeah. She fell. She fell. She fell. She fell.
And she
Well,
was
look.
about to tell all his right a few
Mhm.
months before the death.
She fell right in that daggone plot of land and that golf course. That's what she fucker.
In a
Golf
black
course
plastic
slash
bag.
cemetery. Golf
In a black
course slash
plastic bag.
cemetery.
That's how she fell.
Shit.
But look. But look.
To the
But look.
grave.
I
God,
do
bitch.
want to celebrate a queen. I definitely want to do celebrate a queen because Serena Williams quite possibly has played her last major event.
That's what's up.
She was in the US Open. She made it to the third round before before losing in 3 sets.
Boy, I tell you, boy. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, man. When women get pregnant, boy. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Do you want me to explain to you how painful that shit is?
Oh, Lord.
Since we've been talking about, being pregnant and shit, abortions and stuff. Do you
The
want me to
glow.
explain to you how painful that is?
The glow.
Yeah.
I had to have frozen bags of peas, and my boobs are big now. I could not even see my feet.
Mm.
That shit hurts. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, I mean, look, celebrating the greatness of, I mean, look, I'll go ahead and call it. She is the GOAT. Okay.
Mhm.
She is the greatest of all time. Did she tie Margaret Court's record of 24 Grand Slam titles? No, she was off it by 1. Okay. But the influence that she has left for a whole generation of tennis players is is amazing. I mean, this past weekend when Francis Tiafoe, who was not only the first African American male tennis player to make it to a Grand Slam semifinals since Arthur Ashe did it in the 72 US Open. He was the first American male tennis player to make it to a Grand Slam semifinals in 16 years.
American, not African American.
Not African American, but American. That influence of what Serena Williams brought to tennis was all over his run. Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Right there.
I can't wait for her to write a tell-all book. I can't wait for her to write a tell. She's got to sit down and decide whether she ever wants to come back to tennis again, and then when she decides no, she's going to write a tell-all book, because I am sure that she has tons of stories to tell, just maneuvering through that white space.
The video game space, man. We haven't had a good tennis game in a minute.
You own it.
Like for real, man. Like for real. Like we ain't had a good tennis game in a minute. Like with somebody's name on it, like a good tennis game in a minute.
And and I got into it, and it's funny, and I got to share this. I got into a GOAT argument about Serena Williams. All right.
Billy, was it Billy? You got talking to Billy? He was talking to Billy.
No. I was actually listening to the NBA morning show on the Sirius XM NBA channel.
Did you call in, Perry?
No, I didn't call in. This was from a tweet. Okay. Frank Isola from ESPN former Knicks beat writer, uh, you know, mentioned, well, he was making this argument that you can't call her the greatest of all time. You can only call her the greatest female player of all time. Okay. If, if that, his reasoning being is because of not being able to play against male players. And I did tweet back, that I thought that was an idiot take. And of course, I added him. I'm at work. I get a
Matrix.
message in
Matrix.
my DM.
He's looking.
Yeah,
He's controlling your boards because you're in the Matrix right now.
You're in the Matrix, yeah.
But basically, he tried to cuss you out in your DMs, and you cussed him out back. But did he say the same thing about male players because they're not able to play female players? He just automatically asserted male dominance. Like
No,
males are dominant.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay.
Okay.
In fact, he got in my DMs. For calling him an idiot. Okay. He raised a good point. Okay. And I was like, look, definitely understand your point. But but in this day and age, in fact, I'll read my point. I won't read his. Okay. You know, One, I was like, look, do I see her beating a doll or a joker in a match? No, I agree with you on that. Okay, but when you stack her accomplishments side by side and judging it off of that, she is the GOAT.
Let's look at stats. Let's look at stats, right? Because there's not an environment where they can play each other. So his point is kind of moot. Like
Yeah.
in a they're not in the same competing realm. And that's what a lot of misogynists and bigots try to do. Is try to compare apples to apples when you can have an orange that's better than your best apple. Makes sense? So
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever.
But he jumped in my DMs because he felt I was insulting him by calling him an idiot.
Well, he made an idiot take.
No.
Idiot take is a thing. It's a phrase. It's a
no.
It's a
which I still feel.
Yeah.
Look, what was definitely an idiot take. Frank Isola, thank you. I thanked him for the conversation that morning because Frank Isola just I'm going to hear from Frank Isola of all people. Hearing from Frank Isola is like it's kind of like hearing from somebody that you watch on TV every day and they jump in your DMs because they feel that they've insulted you. If this was Stephen A, we probably would have been
we would have been on a road trip up the road.
Yeah, we probably would have been fussing at you for an hour. And it's funny because after that I DM'd my frat brother who's a producer at ESPN. And I was like, dude, Frank Isola just inboxed me about some tweet that I said to him. And his response back was he's always up for a good debate.
Debates are good. Arguments are not.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Point proven, but it doesn't take away from the accomplishments that Serena Williams.
It doesn't.
And
it's about representation. Like with the whole Black Little Mermaid thing, like it is all about representation. Like all of our lives, my life, this whole world of new Black characters at the forefront is new, right? And just think about the people we could have become had we seen representation. Like 1972 was 50 years ago. 50. So just think about the people that we could have become and the additional stretch of runway that other people have had because they've seen people that look like them doing whatever it is that can be done. So representation means a lot and it's gorgeous. And I would like to add Venus to that as well, because she
Most
was right
definitely.
there
Yeah.
with Serena as far as representation goes. So thank you, ladies, so much. And
And look, especially with Venus, Venus was at the forefront of equal pay. She was at the majorly at the forefront of equal pay for women tennis players,
mhm.
right? Uh, People are getting paid more because of because of uh, Venus's push and Serena's accomplishments. You know, and you know now just curious to see how things are going forward, and see who we see who we flow to and cheer for from this day forward. Go Coco Golf, go Coco Golf for it. So, but
All right.
yeah. Look, man. Once again, I gotta say, man, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy that we are back and back in the building. We're straight to tape.
I got to rearrange my Tuesdays now. I don't know what I was doing, but it took me a little bit to get on the up ramp today.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, how those first dates. How
Mhm.
those
First
first
day back at school.
show. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's just like coming back. Coming back for the fall school year. I mean,
Mhm.
we got to get ramped up. We got to get our you
Sleep
know
schedule back together.
sleep schedule. We got to get our
My mama
plan.
used to make us. My mama used to make us starting like a week and a half or 2 week, a week and a half or a week and a half before school started back. She started making us go to bed at our regular bedtimes, which was
Mm.
9 o'clock. That's why I go to bed
Wow.
at 9 o'clock, because my mom made me go to bed at 9 o'clock through high school, actually. Um, yeah. So like the week or so before school, she'd be like, "All right, now." And so we'd go to sleep at get back on our regular go to sleep, get up time um for school to in preparation for school. I never made my kids do that though.
Mm.
All right,
Talk
fam.
about their wrong
Yeah,
face.
yeah. Well, but once again, happy to be back on Straight to Tape. Yo, Rob.
Yes, sir.
Man. This is like one of my favorite parts of the show, bro.
Yep,
So
yep.
much so favorite. I had to put you on the big screen,
Let's
bro.
do it, man.
Yo, do me a favor, bro.
Let's go.
Show some love to the comment section, my brother.
Listen, man. Thank y'all for coming back with us. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, and just giving us some time out of your important Tuesday night. We're glad that we are a part of it, and thank you for that. And just giving some shout outs to the people in the comments section, man. Right off the bat, my homie Raj the Big Chief, my man Jay Burke in the building. We had Boss Lady showing up. I think she showed up from Twitch, I believe. Um, Nadia Ellen in the building. My man Reg, that dude. Lynn Carter, what's up, girl? The homie Gina, what's up, baby? Michelle Roberts in the building. Nasai Lee, my homie Sean Hicklin, sixth floor in the house. Indy James on the check-in from YouTube. And hey, congratulations, Reg, that dude, new baby. We understand. It's all good.
Congratulations, Reg.
In the reacts, we had Latarsha Singleton showing some love. Also, Barrett Downing. You know what I mean? Just man, listen, man. Thank y'all for supporting your favorite podcast, man. We love y'all, man. Keep rocking with us.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember as always, you can catch Straight to Tape Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and on Twitch. Remember, the audio version of Straight to Tape is available on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Make sure you're following us on our social media platforms, and of course, YouTube. S2T Media. Make sure you're following and checking us out. Okay. Look, shouts out to Jozeemo. Fortunately, he had to dip, but we're going to have him back soon. To discuss his latest project. Now, there is something else that's going on that Key. I'm gonna let you mention this.
So it's time again to tell everyone who your favorite podcast is. Check our Facebook and Instagram pages. There are details there where you can vote for us as your favorite podcast for the 2022 WRAL Viewers Choice Awards. We missed last year, y'all. Somehow, I don't know. It's my fault. However, year before last, we won third place. So now we're in nominations. Please go to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, for the details on how to nominate us for the Triangle Area's favorite podcast. We're up against the beer guys again. I saw them when I went and go nominate us today.
No surprise. I want to beat them anyway.
So we're up against the beer guys again. So we really need your support. So head over to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and go nominate us. Nominations are open till October 9th. And then if we make it to the finalist, it's voting time. You can nominate us once a day until the 9th, and then vote for us once a day until voting is over. So, yes, go ahead and do that right now.
Yes. As always, show some love to your favorite podcast. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we about to be out. I hope you enjoy some of the changes with the looks and some of the changes, some of the changes with the sound. But we'll be back next week. Stay in tune, stay in touch, and keep loving your favorite podcast. Tico, you have any final words for the folks?
Oh man, I farted and my ear just rang. I don't even know what that means. And my body just calling me and trying to tell me something. Yeah. Be easy. And yeah, just be easy. Take it in the backside.
Don't do it.
Hella pause.
What
Don't do it,
what?
homeboy. Don't
Hella
do it.
pause.
You know what? This right here. I'm starting to feel something right now.
You know what?
Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you just have to put a butt plug in.
And
It's been a
for
long time.
and
It's been a
for
long time.
the quintessential hip hop mom keeps it with
Today is National Positive Thinking Day. And although the day is almost over, I want you to take the rest of the day to think positively about whatever you encounter from now until the time you go night night. Okay. So being positive is harder than being negative. Being negative is easy. That's your natural instinct. So work on your brain to think positively, even in a bad situation. Like I just exited Tico off of the damn.
That's
platform.
love, and he's still breaking it down. But yeah,
Unapologetically conversations. And G, don't forget to knock that motherfucking back out.
Wait.
Nope.
Good night. Thank you for joining Straight to Tape. We love y'all. Thank you.